Gray got him off to a great start. I think he scored the first 8, but 6 were on threes. He's made 1 3 coming into the game. He makes the first 2, and I actually thought, this will sound crazy. I thought we defended their actions really well. We just couldn't guard the ball, and obviously our turnovers led to points, and then we got out toughed on the boards. But the start hurt, and then certainly every time we tried to make a comeback, we did something to help them keep us at arm's distance. We just didn't put enough game pressure on there late.
You said out tough on the board. Was it more of a toughness issue than a size issue
They played 4 guards too. They weren't any bigger than us. They played 4 guards. They started with Smith in the game. He only played 5 minutes. So after that, they played 4 guards, and 2, obviously, and 5 and 10 were just so much more athletic than us. And I think we're fairly athletic when we're turned up, but we didn't even come close to even jumping for balls. So their wings, their guards, obviously outplayed our guards.
Bill, what do you think of where Chris has this program already, and just they're off to quite the start so far?
Well, they could easily be, they could be Seton Hall. I think, I don't want to take anything away from Arizona State and Kentucky, but I'm not sure that's not the best team we played this year. Arizona State and Kentucky potentially, I guess, are as good as could be both of them top 5 type teams by the end of the season. But hey, Texas Tech could too, and they got 10 guys, and they're interchangeable, and they're tough, and they guard, and they like each other, and they play for each other, and he's done a great job. He's done a great job, and those 2 freshmen he got were great gets. Everybody in the league would love to have those guys.
You guys didn't lead for single seconds the whole game. Does that ever happen to you in any point in your coaching career?
Oh yeah. I coached Oral Roberts. Yeah, it's happened before. I don't think I've ever, I was thinking last year West Virginia probably had 100, 200 people leave before the game was over. Our, last 2 real home games, we've been so, it's been people filing out with a minute left because we weren't competitive. I don't think, of all our losses in Allen Fieldhouse, have we ever lost a game by double digits?
This was the Texas won by 11.
Yeah, but that was after Thomas's mom
This was
passed.
12.
But didn't Arizona State beat us double figures?
10.
Yeah. So those are the only games ever in the history since I've been here. So, yeah, we haven't been very competitive of late. But the biggest thing is they outplayed us. Chris definitely did a better job with his team than I did an awful job with mine, obviously. But just competitive plays and acting like you want to be an athlete and competitive. We weren't even in the game there. When you have to make shots to play good because you're a pretty team or a finesse team, that's a formula for getting beat when you play against tough teams, and that's certainly what happened tonight.
There was a lot of talk about that from your guys. You just got to want it more. Is it that simple? Can you just?
Well, I think it's ridiculous that kids could say that we got to want it more. I think that's a ridiculous statement. But what's sad is it's true. Whenever you say that somebody wants something more than you, oh my God. To me as a coach, it makes me cringe because that is my responsibility to put them in position to be competitive, and we haven't done that near enough. When you're playing with little depth and guys don't play well or perform, execute or whatever, and you got nowhere to put them. Then because there's really not depth to put back in the game, it makes it hard. And so, everybody, 5 of the 7 have to play very well just about every night for us to have a chance to play against really good competition and win. And tonight that certainly wasn't the case. I thought Devontae, to be honest with you, I thought he tried his butt off, but I didn't see really that much juice or that much intensity or guys rebound the ball above the rim, playing with reckless abandon. I didn't see any of that.
There seemed to be a careless nature too to some of the turnovers.
Yeah.
Was that alarming
Well, if you can just take away our turnovers and second chance points, we could have been right there to win the game. They only got 41. When you turn it over 15 times is all, which isn't a good number, but it's certainly not turning it over 20 or 22. Turned over 15 times. You would think the max number of points the other team could get if they made 3 threes on those 15 it's 33 points. That'd be the max they could get, and they got 26. I mean, that didn't happen. I mean, that never happened. So obviously their best offense was our offense, and I mean, as far as leading to easy baskets, and then of course our inability to secure the rebounds was I mean, that's 2 games in a row, guys, where we've given up a total of 36 offensive rebounds. I don't care how small you are. Tough teams and competitive guys, don't allow that to happen. So a lot of stuff that we can improve on and address. And I'm not sure we were a lot better at Texas in some of these areas, but we just made so many shots it didn't matter.
You guys were, I think, 0 for 12 from 3 in the second half. Is that something you worry about, that fluctuation from 3 coming off the big game of Texas?
Honestly, I'm concerned about everything. The thing about it is with the ball, it should matter what we shoot, especially at home. The worse you shoot it, the more you grind. If you gotta, I mean, you give up in a football game because your quarterback's having a bad game or he gets hurt. Well, you got to rush it. You got to run it then. I mean, we didn't do that. So that's what concerns me. It's not as much, well, you're 0 for 12 or you did this or did that. I hate to say this. It's going to be hard to win if we don't shoot better, obviously. But that's not what turns coaches on. I mean, so you miss a shot. What do you do after the ball's shot? I mean, big deal. So, they're 6 of 24 from 3. And they found some ways to score when the ball didn't go in the hole, too.
You drove this back. How is it?
I didn't talk to him after the game. I think he probably wasn't 100%, but he wasn't far off.
Okay.
So I don't think health was a big issue.
23 trips to the line. Was that something you were at least pleased with compared to how the seasons went so far?
Well, the reason we shot a lot of free throws is because late game, all we did was just put our head down and run bad offense and drive it. So I think that's a little bit misleading, too.
Anything else?
Did you feel like Tech did anything different with its perimeter defense as far as just defending the free throw
Well, they
line?
downed the ball screens, so yeah, that was. But they are a pressure defensive team. Chris has done a great job of getting them up the floor and playing their man before he catches it and all that stuff. So I would say they did a good job of playing higher on the floor and not letting us get a lot of wide open looks. But it was to me, the first half we made 6 threes, and I thought like 3 of them were awful shots. They just happened to go in. So I thought we were pretty fortunate that we scored as many points as we did in the first half.